Hello and welcome back, everybody, to episode 13 of this KC Scouts MyNBA 2K22 expansion series. We are currently 6th in the conference, 14th in the overall NBA power rankings. And today we're going to watch a game against the Houston Rockets against Kyrie Irving and Jalen Green and Billy Perkins, Kevin Porter Jr., Tracy Cardinal, who I was enthralled with last draft. I believe Kyrie must be hurt or something. Here he is. He is out with a severe left ankle sprain, but he should be back for our matchup against them. We also have to go through the contract extension deadline, and I believe also the trade deadline is coming up as well. So we might have to think about a possible trade to make. And we're also going to be looking at a very in-depth scouting overview of the players that I've added to the draft board to give you a feeling of what the draft will look like for us. The answer is that probably won't look that promising because we don't have a pick in this upcoming draft, because this draft is going to be the 2024 draft. We don't have a pick right now. The picks that we do own are pretty much all next year and beyond. We own 3 picks for the 2025 draft, which is the top 3 protection pick from the Cavaliers. We have 2 first rounders that came from the Clippers. One was their own and one was owned by the Thunder. And then we have our own pick, but it is the protection backup for the pick that we traded to Charlotte that is top 10 protected for this upcoming draft. So if Charlotte somehow or if we somehow go all the way back down to like top 10 in the lottery, which I don't think will happen, then we get that pick back. But if we don't do that, then Charlotte has that pick. So we pretty much have 3 picks for next year's draft, but we still got to think about possibly trading for a pick in this upcoming draft, because 3 picks next year, we could definitely use one of those and maybe one of these 2027 first rounders to make a move there. So we'll look at the overview. I have added several prospects to my draft board. I'm not going to check the box scores of these games that we're going to sim here because it'll just take up too much time. So I won't show those. You will see the scores of the games. Obviously, I'll show the scores very briefly. We'll also look at the All-Star break very briefly, and then we'll do all that stuff that I just talked about. So let's get right down to simming and see what happens. All right, so the All-Star team selections here. We got Team LeBron and Team Jason. For Team LeBron, you got LeBron, KD, AD, Trae Young, and Cade Cunningham as your starters. And the reserves, it's Kawhi, Butler, Harden, Mitchell, the Joker, Chris Middleton, and Zach LaVine. For Tatum's team, you got Jason Tatum, Giannis, Steph, Luka, and Zion. And then in those reserves, Embiid, Beal, Kat, Ja, Darius Garland, DeAndre Ayton, and Bam Adebayo. All right, so we are at the trade deadline, February 15th, a game against the Raptors. You can see the scores of these 3 games that we've already played. We won by 9 against the Wizards, lost by 9 to the Suns, and then won by 6 against the Kings. So 2-1 in this current session. We are at the trade deadline, so I'm going to go ahead and think real quick about what kind of moves I could make, if any, and then I'll come back and see what the deal is. Okay, so after checking our team stats at this point in the year, we are one of the best defensive teams, actually the second best team in the entire league in terms of points allowed per game. Our scoring, though, is the problem, as it has been so far early on in the season and in the series. We are like mid-20s in that. We're mid-20s in field goal percentage. Our three-point shooting is not bad at all. But it's the overall field goal percentage and our just overall scoring. Our assists per game, our rebounds per game, we're all pretty solid. So maybe I can find a move to bring in a guy that can really score and maybe start, because our starters aren't like set in stone really. It's a pretty not a great starting lineup. If you look right here, we got Jalen Brunson, Wade Webb, Andrew Wiggins, Jaren Jackson, and Yusuf Nurkic. And frankly, Webb just does not score when I watch. Maybe it'll just take some time for that, but he is like a 74 overall right now. I mean, I'll see what I can do, but if I don't feel comfortable making a move right now, then I won't make a move. All right, I was not able to find a comfortable trade offer for any of our players that would really improve our team right now, so I'm not going to make any trades. So the next time after this point that we can make a trade is going to be in the off season. So we'll see how that goes in a couple of episodes. But we still have, I think I'm going to plan for three more episodes, including this one. And then after that we have maybe the playoffs if we're still in that race and still in the top 8 in our conference. And then after that it's going to be the off season. So it's going to be a little while until then at least. So now let's sim the rest of these games, or at least most of them, and get to the contract extension deadline and see what we can get done here. All right, guys. So I was not able to really give any good contract extensions right now. So I did not make any moves like that. So here is an outlook on who will become a free agent in the off season. You got Reggie Bullock, Pat Connaughton, Seth Curry, Marshall Gilbert, Jake Meyer, Glenn Robinson. Those guys that I really care about. But there also is Wade Webb, and I wasn't going to be able to give him a extension either way. There's no option to it, so I am going to be forced to give him a qualifying offer in the off season. So we'll figure out how to deal with that. We still don't know how much he'll improve beyond this point, but he is only 19 years old, so we'll find out later on. So there's your cap table, and we'll figure out where to go from here. Okay, so we have gone 7-4 in this stretch of about 11 games before our nationally televised game against the Houston Rockets at home. Here's another outlook at the playoff picture. We are up to 5th in the conference, 36-29, 7.5 games back from the Hawks, who are the first seed now. We are 2.5 games back from the Cavaliers, who are the 4th seed, and the Heat are just a half game back from us at the 6th seed right now. We have won more games at home and away than we've lost. We are clearly better at home than on the road, but we have more home games down the stretch than away games. So here are your scores. Again, the win against the Wizards, loss against the Suns, win against the Kings, win against the Raptors, win against the Pistons, big win right there. Lost by a lot to the Heat, won by 5 against New Orleans. Team USA beat Team World in the Rising Stars game. Did any of our guys play? Doesn't seem like it. Team World, nobody that we have played in this game either. Michael Porter Jr. won the 3-point contest, and Keldon Johnson of Portland, I believe, won the slam dunk contest. And for the All-Star game, Team Jason beat Team LeBron by 2 points, 136-134. Here are the just overall scores and stats for some of these guys. Then after the All-Star break, we lost by 30 against the 76ers, won by 2 against the Bucks, almost the Buccaneers there, thinking of Tampa Bay. Lost by 27 or 28 to the Nets, and then won by 9 again, or 11 again against the Bucks. And now we'll go and get into this scouting overview real quick, and I'll show you guys what I've been checking out. Here is my current draft board for the upcoming draft class. I'm going to try and do this kind of thing for every draft class going forward, so we have a better way to break stuff down. And I'm looking at right now the aggregate scores of all of the NBA scouts that they do, those 4. So it's not what our scout says, it's what the aggregate scouts say that work for like NBA.com and 2K and all that kind of stuff. So these attributes might look different than what our scout says. So the first guy is Bradford Carpenter, a center. All these guys are essentially not guards. There's like 2 or 3 guards in here maybe, but aside from that, it's forwards and centers, because that's where I think we got to draft next. We've already drafted way too many guards so far, so I might as well look at these big guys next. So there's Bradford Carpenter. Can't really score that well. A good inside defender, better rebounder, has pretty solid potential. There's Jay Nicholson, who is a small forward. He can shoot decently from mid-range and from beyond the arc. Could also defend inside. Really good physicality and a pretty good potential out of Ohio State. There's Eric Flowers, power forward. Again, can score like Jay Nicholson can. He's a decent rebounder, and he has a pretty good potential out of George Mason. There's Willie Fuller, another center. Again, can't really score inside or otherwise. A really good inside defender, really good rebounder, and has a really high potential, and he's at a Duke. There is Serenus Tafkar, who, as we know, is the projected first overall pick, I believe. He can't score really at all, but he is an amazing inside defender, an amazing rebounder, and has a really good potential, and he's out of Lithuania. There's also BJ Mason, who I think right now is one of my top guys. I think him, Del Wingate, and maybe Paris Macy are my favorite options right now. But BJ Mason can score inside and from the mid-range, not at all from three-point, but he is also a decent playmaker. Not the best defender, but has some potential there, especially inside. Really good physicality, potential. Not sure what his potential is actually going to be. Our scout says A-. This says B-, so we don't really know. Then there's also Corey Banks, a shooting guard. Really good shooter from mid-range and 3 points. Good physicality, good potential out of BYU. There's also Murray O'Brien, a small forward, can score inside. He's a good overall defender, can play make, has a good IQ, good physicality, good potential. He's straight out of high school. There's Jeffrey Wesley, a shooting guard. Don't have him scouted as much as I would like to, but he's a shooting guard that can score inside, not an actual shooter. Can't really defend or play make or rebound. Not a high IQ. Good physicality though, and so he's pretty much a good athlete, and also a high potential out of LSU. Then there's Del Wingate, a power forward. Again, we do have Jaren Jackson, so this guy would come off the bench, but almost all these guys that I would draft would come off the bench anyways. He can't really score inside, but he can shoot from the mid-range and from beyond the arc. He's a good inside defender, decent rebounder. Not really the best athlete, but has good potential and is out of high school. There's also Marvin Byers, another small forward, good inside scorer, can't shoot, decent inside defender, decent athlete, decent potential as far as we know. Our scout says B potential, this says B-. He's out of Marquette. And then finally, as of right now, we have 12 guys right now, and Paris Macy is the last guy. You don't have him fully scouted. He's a power forward. He can shoot, can't really score inside at all. Decent inside defender, not special at all in that capacity. Decent rebounder, not a good athlete, but is okay potential out of San Jose State. I don't think there is any one guy that I would, as of right now, to my knowledge, that I would make a move to trade for a pick in the draft. I definitely would not trade into the top 5 because it would just be too difficult, especially just not having a pick in that draft either way. So we'll have to figure that out. But as of right now, there's no prospect that I would want to trade up for. But I still have plenty of more time to scout, And right now, I am prioritizing scouting sleepers and really good second rounders, mainly because of what is happening in the award races, which you can see right here. And if we go to Rookie of the Year, there's Damian Weaver, point guard for Portland, who comes off the bench but gets a lot of playing time, like I think it's like 25 minutes per game. Already has 20 badges, 77 overall, floor spacing slasher, and he's averaging 17.5 points per game. And he was taken with the 14th pick in the second round. And how did I miss this guy? He can score at all three phases. He's a great playmaker, good defender. His potential is A, good basketball IQ, and is also just a really good athlete. He's what I originally wanted out of like Quincy Cage and Mitchell Palmer. How did I miss this guy? I don't know, but he is playing out of his mind. So that's why I've been looking at these sleepers in the second round. But I still have plenty of time to check that. There's still about a month and a half left in the season, or actually no, 2.5 months left in the season. So I got plenty of time to figure that out. But we'll come back to this once the year's over. We'll come back to scouting once the year's over. So this was your like a monthly or bi-episodely update on scouting. And now we'll jump into this game against the Rockets, and Kyrie is back. So they have two really good guards. So that will be the story of this. They have a really good starting lineup, but their guards especially will have to battle against Brunson and Wade Webb. So we'll see how that goes. And they are 4th in the West right now, 9th in the power rankings. We are 14th still. So here we go at home on national TV, taking on the Houston Rockets. All right, guys, back at the Sprint Center here in Kansas City, trying to continue our likely playoff appearance, or just our run towards that playoff appearance. We got to face Jalen Green and Kyrie Irving in this game. So can Wade Webb and Brunson handle those two as Nurkic fouls Alperen Sengun? So we'll take a couple of free throws. First one drops. Let's pronounce Sengun. I'm sorry, pal. He knocks down both. Rockets out in front by 2 early on. Jackson makes a move down low and scores in traffic. Nice job. Kyrie pulls up. That shot falls in front of Andrew Wiggins. Nurkic gets down low and scores. Nice pass by Brunson to find him. Kyrie off the screen. Steps out of bounds. Scouts take over. That shot falls for Wiggins. Nice pull-up. Scouts out in front now by 2. 6-4. Here's Kyrie. He feeds Billy Perkins. He spins. Now goes out to Green. Green fires. That shot is an air ball. Scouts take over. Nice defense. The lob for Jackson is there. Great pass by Wiggins. 8-4 is the score. Kyrie hops, steps, and scores over Brunson inside. Wiggins from 3. He knocks it down. Off to a flying start on offense. Are the Scouts. We have not seen us put up monster numbers at all this year on offense, at least watching-wise. But maybe this game is that. As Kyrie has his shot blocked by Nurkic. He got it back, goes up to Jayshawn Tate. And Tate can't knock it down. Jackson down low, spins and shoots. That shot not going to drop. Kyrie goes to Perkins down low, and Perkins scores on that Brunson mismatch. Wade Webb with it. Goes to Jackson. Jackson has to shoot, and that's a shot clock violation. He made the shot, but it was way too late. Kyrie again down low. Can he score on Brunson again? The answer is yes. 1-point game. Jackson pulls up in front of Perkins, and that shot rims out. Kyrie again inside, scores again. Brunson, play some defense, man. I'm begging you. Wade Webb, can he do anything this game? We are not used to him showing up at all in these watched games. Brunson goes to Webb for three. Wade Webb, finally, he scores. Jalen Green spins inside, goes back out to Perkins for three. Perkins answers right back with a three of his own. Houston back out in front. Jackson with it, trying to get around Perkins. He gets inside, he spins and shoots and knocks it down. Scouts back in front by a one. We got a really back and forth game here early on. All right, we'll watch one last player, see if the Rockets can get back out in front as they're down by one right now, and then we'll head to the second quarter. Jayshawn Tate hands off to Green. Green from three, he knocks it down. They've had a couple of those, and now the Rockets have a 2-point lead. So after a 43-38 first quarter, what does this game have in store for us next? We have almost 50 points with 10 minutes to go here in this first half. We have not seen a scoring game like this for us at all this entire series. As Wade Webb finds Alec Burks for the three in the corner. He knocks it down. A 12-point lead now for Kansas City. And what a game it has been on offense for us so far. That shot down low is good by Kevin Porter Jr. Look at those field goal percentages. 76% for us, 67% for the Rockets. These teams just are not missing right now. Burks down low. He scores inside. Jalen Green gets down low and scores the teardrop. Alec Burks, time counting down, goes to Nurkic, who has a fire from three. Nurkic! What? Are you kidding me? What a shot. We just have made everything. Jalen Green inside again. That one is not going to drop this time. Nice defense by Nurkic. That pass almost picked off it, and it is by Şengün. Jalen Green gets inside. Nice pass from KPJ. And Green scores again. He's got 10 points. Palmer goes to Jackson. Jackson from three. He knocks it down. Scouts a 14-point lead and 60 points in this first half. So still 7.5 minutes left until halftime. We have been stellar on offense as Kevin Porter Jr. scores inside over Palmer. Lob for Jackson is there. Palmer with the assist. We look amazing right now. What is happening? Palmer just picked up his fourth foul in the first half. So Cage comes in for him. Porter Jr. with a bad shot, and Nurkic gets the board. Jackson with it off the screen. Goes back to Nurkic, now back to Cage. Cage trying to get himself inside. He does. He can't score, but he does draw the second foul on Kevin Porter. So 2 free throws for Cage. The first one is good. The second's good as well. Kevin Porter finds a lane, drives, and dunks. Our defense has not shown up tonight so far, but neither has theirs. 14-point game. Cage trying to get inside again. He goes back out to Webb. Webb, a screen from Nurkic. He takes it. Webb, really tough shot. It's blocked. Nice defense by Jalen Green. Green from three. He knocks it down. The assist by KPJ. Nice pass to Nurkic by Jackson, and that shot drops. Kevin Porter pulls up, and Cage's face. That was some nice defense there. Nurkic's pass is picked up by Şengün. Jalen Green guarded by Nurkic, a screen from Şengün. Green goes to Perkins, wide open three. Perkins no good this time, but Şengün gets the board. He backs down Burks and scores easily. 11-point game. We'll watch one last play here for our scouts. Cage lobs it. It's picked out of the air, but Webb got it back and scores down low. 13-point game. Let's head to the third quarter. 5:51 left here in this third quarter. We still lead, this time by 12, 93-81. It has been a high-scoring affair, one that we have not seen at all this series, but this game is very exciting. Kenyon Martin spins and pulls up and knocks it down in the face of Wiggins. They've shot just below 60%. We've shot just above 70%. Alec Burks out of a shot goes to Zubac. And now Wiggins, time counting down. Wiggins gets inside. It's blocked, though, by Kenyon Martin. Jalen Green inside. He's fouled by Cage. His third foul. And now free throws for the Rockets to cut it to a single-digit game. That one falls. Second free throw is good as well. 8-point game. That shot falls for Wiggins. What a shot. He's got 24 points. As Cardinal makes a little hop step move and scores, getting past Zubac down low. Palmer with the time counting down. What does he do? He fires, and that shot is off. And now Cardinal again scores down low. A big two-handed slam. Nice find by Kevin Porter. Palmer lobs it for Wiggins, but it's stolen out of the air. That was Jared Vanderbilt who got a hand on it, and Kevin Porter got the rebound, or the pass from that. Kevin Porter gets inside. Really tough shot. Nice defense by Zubac. Cage goes to Burks. Burks can't score down low. Nice D by Cardinal. Vanderbilt lobs it, but Cage swats it out of the air right as he passed it. Wiggins lost the ball. Another good defensive play here by the Rockets. Garuba pulls up, and that shot's off. But Cardinal got it back and scores again. It's down to a 4-point game. Cardinal, the rookie, has 14 points now. Burks with a nice feed from Wiggins scores down low. Kevin Porter pulls up in the face of Palmer and knocks it down. He's got 14 points too. Palmer with it off the screen from Zubac. He drives, gets inside. It's blocked by Tracy Cardinal. He had no chance of scoring that. Kevin Porter drives this time. Gets around Zubac but can't score. He got it back and scores this time. Burks with it, finds Cage down low. Cage can't score in traffic. I think that was blocked by Garuba from behind. Can the Rockets tie or take the lead right here in this third quarter with about 1 minute left? Kyrie guarded by Alec Burks. Stopped in his tracks. He hands off to Kenyon Martin. Time counting down for Houston. Martin gets down low. It's blocked out of bounds by Jackson. Rockets have 1.1 on the shot clock. Cardinal goes to Martin. Open shot. Martin, no good though, but Cardinal got it back and scores. Get Zubac out of the game. He cannot rebound for shit right now. Palmer, screen from Jackson. Palmer trying to work himself inside. He does, but can't score. It's a bad shot. The Rockets have a chance here to take the fucking lead. Kyrie slips inside. Zubac, put a hand up for goodness sake. Rockets in front by 2. We've blown a beautiful 16-point lead here. Brunson goes back out to Zubac. Now Palmer here. Time counting down. Last chance here in this third quarter. Jackson, 4 seconds. Zubac, Palmer, he shoots. It's no good. The Rockets lead by 2, 99-97. What has happened here in this third quarter? About 6 minutes left in this game. It is still anyone's game, but we are down by 8 points now, 119-111. Can we make one last run here in these last 6 minutes to win the game after choking our pretty solid lead there in that third quarter? Nurkic time counting down. Pass the ball, man. What are you doing, Nurkic? Green lobs it, and Vanderbilt's there. 10-point lead for Houston. Nobody getting open right now. Where is Jaren Jackson? Why is he not in this game right now? Nurkic, his pass is tipped. He got it back and then puts it in. A really tough shot. But where is Jaren Jackson? We need him in. We got a couple guys about to check in. I think he's one of them. Jalen Green, open three. He knocks it down. Come on, man. Why can't we get shots like those? Nurkic backs down Şengün. Pump fakes. Got him in the air and scores again. Both teams have shot 61% this game. Jalen Green finds some space, pulls up, but can't knock it down. Vanderbilt gets the board. Somebody box out, for God's sake. Please. Nurkic down low again, guarded by Şengün. Scores for the third straight time. He's got 23. He has shot 10 for 13 this game. Kevin Porter pulls up, and Brunson just can't stop him. 23 for Kevin Porter Jr. 3 minutes to go as that lob is knocked out of the air by Kevin Porter Jr. Jae'Sean Tate from 3. He knocks it down, and Houston looks like they're going to win this one. There's still 3 minutes left, but I mean, we have just taken a dive here as Palmer again has his pass picked off. Kyrie pulls up. That shot falls. They can't miss right now. Kyrie drives. Wide open layup. 18-point lead. This game is over. 2 minutes left. It's over. Well, this game is over. 137 to 121 is your final score. A big third quarter run by Houston gives them a win in this very high scoring game. Probably the highest scoring game we have seen so far. Here's the box score. As you can see, we only scored 19 points after a really good start. We scored 19 points in the third quarter. They scored 34, outscored us by 15, and then they outscored us by 14 in the fourth quarter to win by 16. It was just a tale of two halves. 34 points for Jaren Jackson. He was really good. Andrew Wiggins, 26 points. Nurkic, 23 and 10. We should not be losing with stats like these from our top 3 players. 15 for Burks. Wade Webb, 9 points. We saw like 5 points of those 9. But he just cannot really get open for jump shots when we watch, apparently. Brunson, 4 points but 10 assists. Palmer, 0 for 5. For the Rockets, 25 from Jalen Green, 24 from Kyrie, 23 from Kevin Porter, 16 and 5 for Cardinal in just 15 minutes of action, 14 and 10 for Şengün. And both teams shot well. We shot above 55% from beyond the arc. We shot well from the free throw line, but look at those bench points. That's why we lost. And those points in the paint. Alright guys, that will be it for the episode. Please like and subscribe if you guys have enjoyed this series so far. Again, check out the FIFA 22 Creative Club series. That's just getting off the ground and started, so go ahead and watch that. If you're a soccer/football fan. By football, I mean soccer, obviously, but I call it football. And very, very soon, in the next couple of weeks, whenever the scouting update comes out for Madden, I'm going to start a Madden 22 rebuild series as well. So look out for that in these next couple of weeks. Hopefully that does not get pushed back because of the updates. We'll see how long that takes to go out, but it should come out very, very soon. And probably have 2 more episodes left in this regular season. Then we're going to have the postseason. My plan is to watch this game right here against Portland next time out. Then after that, we're going to watch this game against Memphis, finish the season right there, and then head to the playoffs. So, all that being said, please comment below and see if you guys, or just comment below and if you guys have any comments about scouting or any of the prospects that you thought were better than the others, then let me know in the comments, because I take your guys' comments to heart. So, all that being said, Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in episode 14 coming at you very soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.